Hey peeps, welcome to Heart Talks. I'm Sheila Burgher, and I am so excited. This is our first show on video. Thanks to my producer, Rachel. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for making all this possible. You know, the other day I posted a pic saying Happy New Year, and I should have said Happy New Moment. I knew as soon as I posted it because my new year has already started. Heart Talks is on its way up, and I am so excited. Today, our guest is Doron Kutash. We had him on our special 11/11 show. Thank you for coming. And his side cat, Jackye.
Side cat works too.
We're coming live from LA, from Ohio, Oklahoma, Washington. This is awesome.
Oh, this is cool.
Well, okay. So, Jackye, I want to, first of all, you guys, this show is about motivation and spreading the love. And there's no two people I know who are doing it more actively than anyone I know. You guys are taking action. You are not just words, you are action. Thanks so much for coming. Jackye, I hear you're going to the Marianne gatherings. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. Well, actually, probably 2 years ago, my cousin and my friend kept telling me about her, you should go, and it was on a Monday night, and the Real Housewives were on, so I didn't have it. DVR. So I'm like, yeah, maybe. And then I went home to Chicago, and it was a really weird trip. I got in fights with my mom, and it was just weird. So I came home, and I was just feeling like I needed a change, and I went to Marianne, and she changed my life that night. And I don't think I maybe missed one or two lectures since then. I've been going every Monday night. She's amazing, so inspirational. She lectures on A Course in Miracles, which I had never heard of, and I bought the book and everything, and I've been doing the lessons, and it's really changed my life.
Absolutely. I got to say, and Marianne, if you get a chance to hear this and see this, I personally want to thank you, sister, for everything that you helped me through. I also read The Course in Miracles. I had a couple of study groups, and Marianne really helped me understand the book. She also helped me put all the feelings that I'm having into words all in a row. I was able to encompass all that I wanted to say or pray or feel. And Marianne, thank you, sister, for everything you've done for all of us.
For sure. It's her interpretation of it. It just, everything she says resonated with me and still resonates with me. And
yes,
she really was the first person to help me with my awakening, and Doron has been amazing in that journey also.
I just wanted to...
Doron.
Also, on the topic of Marianne, it was probably around 3 years ago when I was watching motivation videos, and her quotes, one of her famous quotes came on that motivation video, and I had to, of course, go figure out who said it, and that might have been one of the first things that got me moved towards spirituality and, becoming my true self.
Wow, that's fabulous. Well, guys, tell me about your projects right now. Tell me about your.
That not be me. I'm just here as a producer.
What'd you say?
I said it's not me. I'm just a producer. So.
Just a producer. You are the producer.
Actually, your name is Rachel Love, correct?
Yes.
So Jackye and I were actually, hinting at the idea of maybe taking on the last name Love.
Oh, go ahead. Join the family.
Yeah, I think what better way than to have the name Love than to spread the love with everything you do, everywhere you go. Your name is there, and you are love. So
it's a very good idea. You take last names because of part of a family.
Yeah.
Make connection to family. Connected to the family of love is a really good place to be. It's really sad though. So many people, when I say my name, they ask me to spell it.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Well, they might be thinking LUV.
Yeah, they think, is it UV or is it LOV? It's LOVE.
A big heart.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Sparkly one.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Right.
Not on me right now. I'm doing the medicine bag, but yes, I have that.
very cool. Projects, the question projects. That's a big question. Ever since I met Jackye about a month ago, November 23rd, when she found one of my posts that really hit her close to her heart, and she expanded herself and contacted me, and I immediately sensed the same energy, and we were just electric and talking like we had known each other our whole lives, and like we were what we've come to realize, it's almost like we had the same mind, the same experiences, the same, body, same soul, same heart sort of experience, where it was just like immediately the same energy was interacting, and everything we were saying was what the other person was thinking and saying at the same time. And it was like, so since November 23rd, we've talked every day, and especially every night. I keep her up till 3 a.m. her time sometimes, 6 a.m.
But he's up till 6 o'clock your time. I don't know. Well, he gets to sleep in. I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I know, because that's when I'm communicating with you guys.
Right.
So every time we talk, it is like constant creativity. It is like imagination, creation, just flow. Like we come up with new ideas for businesses, products, services, movements, collaborations together, as well.
Even language.
Even creating a whole new love and light language. So that leads to the projects that you're asking about. And I do have a lot. I wrote them all down because I feel like the more you allow the love to flow through you, in which we both are doing this at the same time and at the same exact level every day, and the more you allow it to flow through, the more you put out to the universe the love, and then it comes back. And the more you put out there that you are love and you can help people and whatnot, the more everyone starts to send you messages like, hey, I'm over here in Africa as well, and I need help. And I get six Africa projects within a week and a half. And two things that I am right now is strategy. I was in business for 8 years. I did a master's in business. As well as I'm a promoter. I just want to promote, and I want to help create a better world. So it all comes together. And she's the same way, and we work together, and we're creating all sorts of projects. If you want to comment on a couple, Jackye, if you want to go ahead and touch base on a few. I don't want to be the only one talking here, so.
Right. Well, I started Peace, Prayer, Share, which Marianne, in one of her lectures, was talking about how the world's in the biggest crisis ever, and if we're not part of the solution, we're part of the problem, and we can't be indifferent anymore. And I've been indifferent my whole life. Like, I've been not political, like in my own little bubble. And when she said that, I was just like, what can I do? What can I do? And I came up with this Peace, Prayer, Share, where you go outside. I do it every night with like a light, like a flashlight, a candle, or your cell phone, and you just shine it into the sky and you say a prayer for world peace. And I do it every night, but I realize I don't know if everyone's going to do that every night, so I do like a peace prayer push once a month. Like it started on 10:10 at 10, and then it was 11:11 at 7:11, and now it's going to be 1:1, which is so cool. It's the new year, new life, new world. And then we came up with love-minded people for a page, because I'm like, like-minded people just isn't strong enough. Like, we're love-minded people, and we're like, he's like, let's start a page, and so that's cool. And then I was getting some personal prayers on the Peace Prayer Share site, so I'm like, let's do page where it's just for personal prayers for people. If anyone needs a personal prayer about anything. And so we just started that, like 2 or 3 nights ago.
Right.
And then you did that harmonic love wave. Because I love music too. Go ahead, I'll hand it.
I forget the exact name, but yes, harmonic love wave, tidal wave of love, because a couple of our friends on Facebook, one's name is
right.
Agnieszka is the other. They were spreading this new thing where they would share a song every day for 5 days to 5 friends. And those 5 friends would each do the same thing, and it was creating this tidal wave of love, which inspired me to create something that would be long-lasting, that would really take it to the next level, and that's still going and growing.
Nice. Well, I tell you, it feels a lot better when you can take some action of any kind instead of just watching or wishing. And I think a lot of people don't really realize the power of intention, or just of acknowledging that, your good moment right here, right now counts. It really counts. And in this time when things are pretty rough, it takes the vibration that we're all intending to make balance. And I am sure that we are keeping balance in the world. And by continuing to take little action, one person at a time, one moment at a time, we're making a grand difference. So really, guys, I hope you just keep this up and keep growing. And I know you guys are going to try to get together, which is just going to probably cause, a burst of energy to happen when that happens. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Doron, talk more about your other projects too.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on all the projects in one flow. I'm not gonna go deep into every project. I can share links to everything after this.
We will do that.
Also, Jackye and I, one of our things is we are like 2 peas in a pod. So we will be doing a radio show, a podcast soon too.
Oh, let me help you.
Yeah, we'll work with you. So,
that's right.
Tell them the name. Can we tell them the name?
2 peas in a podcast.
Peas in a podcast, isn't that great?
Isn't that cute?
We co-created that name too. Back and forth to get that. We're like, that's it. That's the name. And then Doron came up with a logo in a minute, and it's just been really cool.
That'll happen too here soon. Some of my projects, a couple years ago, the woman that helped awaken me, Diana Singer, she goes by Ocean. We co-created Imaginational first, which really is all about. It's really about the imaginal cells that when the caterpillar goes into that cocoon and transforms into a butterfly. That's what each of us as human beings are doing, as well as that's what our whole world, society is doing, transform from a sluggish caterpillar, consumerist society, a butterfly free, and you get the idea on that. So everything, once I got my imagination back in flow and I started creating, the rest is history. It's just nonstop creations. Some things that right now I'm working with Ubuntu, Michael Tellinger. Since I am a promoter and strategy, I talk to him daily. We are working on promoting the whole Ubuntu movement, really taking it to the next level. So I did want to touch on a few things real quick with that. Michael Tellinger has the first community in South Africa. He has a lot of projects that they're working on there, and they're always looking to expand the Ubuntu population and raise funds to get it really going well. Because all we really need is one location to be thriving, to start creating the contagious growth to all the border communities, and then show the world an example. Also, Ubuntu is up for. By the way, Michael Tellinger actually ran for election in South Africa, so on May 7th last year. And then what's coming up now, this coming year in 2015, which Michael Tellinger was 2014, in 2015 on May 7th, in the United Kingdom, Paul Toussaint is running for election. So that's going to be a major push for us to have our first elected leader, hopefully. There's going to be many more political candidates. There's going to be many more communities. It's going to start expanding exponentially here as we have an Ubuntu Fest coming up in Pennsylvania on May 22 to 25 in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. That's run by David Bryson. It's an Evolve Fest collaboration. He's running the Ubuntu USA group on Facebook. It's really popular. We're looking to we're thinking about really doing a lot more in the United States with Ubuntu, bringing it to the United States, making it available for all people to be activated into Ubuntu and come into their potentials to be a political candidate, come into the potential to run a group or join a group. There's some exciting things this upcoming summer around May that are in progress.
Nice.
And did somebody have a quick comment? Or
do you guys know what Ubuntu is? Like, did you explain basically what their views are in a nutshell?
You want me to go ahead, or anybody?
Yes, go ahead.
I will do my best, but I have to leave that to Michael Tellinger. I am not the absolute specialist. You can go on Michael Tellinger's Facebook page. You can go on the Ubuntu party page, or you can go on the Ubuntu website, look up Ubuntu contributionism, and he's got books, he's got websites, Facebook pages. It's all there, and it's spreading like it's on radio shows almost every couple days now. More and more information, energy coming out.
Yeah.
But the basic concept is a better world for all. Like, it's very simple. We can have a better world for all. It can be very simple, and it's all there. Just take a look. I really encourage you to take a look at the website, Facebook groups, and all the content that's out there that really speaks volumes to how we can have a better world and how easy it is to create it. And it's just a simple shift in consciousness and perspective. And that's all it is.
And I'm trying to actually get Marianne on board, because she ran for Congress here in California in 33rd District, and I helped on her campaign and everything, and it's the same ideas. I mean, I just feel like they need to get together, the three of them. I told her last night, I'm like, you have to meet Doron, you have to meet Michael Tellinger. I just see you guys as this like Holy Trinity, for the next Holy Trinity into the new world. And she had never heard of him, but I'm like, okay, well, when Doron comes in, I'll bring him here. And then as I was leaving, one of her volunteers who I'm friendly with, I told her the story, and she goes, I read Michael Tellinger's book. She's like, my massage therapist is going to South Africa to help him. She goes, I'll bring Marianne his book on 1/1, because she's seeing her on 1/1, and she's going to bring her the book. I mean, Is that crazy? Is that huge?
Yes. Maybe we'll get to have him on our show.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
And Marianne, too, right?
Oh, wouldn't that be something? That would be great.
I will be telling Michael Tellinger all the information about Marianne in an email here, so he can check out quickly her page. She's got 500,000 followers. I mean, you got to connect to Marianne Williamson, I'll send all that over to Michael Tellinger, and then I will also mention to Michael Tellinger your show as well, and I'm sure she'll mention Marianne your show as well.
Oh, for
Keep
sure.
this going. So.
Hey, networking is cool.
I gotta say, I'm glad you're getting into politics. I actually ran for mayor in a small town, Arkansas once, it's very important to take your beliefs and put it out there to share, and that's one of the best places to do it, is to put it right into the politics.
I could picture a world where Ubuntu / lightworker minded people, love minded people are in leadership in every town across the whole planet. I think USA is going to start really going.
I've had that vision before. I've seen that before. The lights all over the nation changing, and people being a community of intuitive leaders and stuff. Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
This summer in USA, we're going to have the whole USA activated with light worker, people. There's going to be education seminars. There's going to be teaching, learning, healings, big events. There's going to be, like everything, new technologies is got to come out. Like, we've got to get all of us light workers together in the USA in every key area, so that we come together and we learn together, we grow together, we become active together, we create together. We bring in this new age. The United States is going to light up this summer. Ubuntu will be a part of it. Every organization of the light is going to be a part of it. It's just, I personally am going to start working on this, like getting New Earth Nation into talks, getting Ubuntu into talks, getting Venus Project, Thrive, Zeitgeist, Prepare for Change, Expanded Consciousness, Spirit Science, and all of us light workers who have groups, little groups that are growing into bigger groups, getting us all together more, as we move forward here. We don't really want to come together as one organization this early. We want to keep, kicking butts.
Right.
But we want kind of share. All of us should be in every organization and then go forward. That's what's happening here. This summer is when it's really, I see March, April, May, June being like action, and the rest is history. USA gets active and starts to turn all these, locations into heart-centered, areas, and then the world is going to see this, and we're going to spread the love out to them and teach them how, and they're going to start activating all their areas. It's inevitable. So.
Yeah, you can see why I had them on here.
Yeah,
you guys are like little firecrackers of love, just popping off everywhere you go, and I gotta say, sometimes some of the guests here on Hot Talks have some serious stories to tell, and some serious healing, and some serious need to be able to speak out. And you guys are a very good balance to all of that. And I want to say that even those who have got some of the saddest and hardest stories, when you get to the center, when you get inside of them, there is still a light that flickers. Sure. And our contact with them is exactly what makes that flicker start turning into a flame. And I see it all the time.
Right.
And this sharing like we are doing here is flaming, fueling all those little flames into larger flames. And one of my experiences was to see our planet from afar. And I saw a small flame on it. And I met who I call the breathers. And they taught me a way to breathe to this flame. And what was so beautiful about that experience was that I realized at that moment that there are great beings who are helping us and who are breathing to that flame to maintain it until we can do it for ourselves. And that's what we're doing now.
Absolutely.
And I'm very proud of you guys, and very proud to know you, and very happy that you guys got to come on the show. Is there any other project that you'd like to get in real quick?
I'm going to go real fast here. In Uganda, Masaka, Uganda, I'm going to be putting out information about Henry Semaganda is going to be working on getting an orphanage, schools, and land. I'm going to put that project out soon. Andrew Gonza, young, African kid who appeared to be troubled and could have gone the other direction. But I've been working with him daily. He wants to get to school. He wants to get a place to live. He wants to get an education. And he wants to do good for the world. And he's starting to be a leader each and every day. My heart's there now with him completely. Yango Otieno Wycliffe. And Andrew Ganza is in Uganda also, in Kampala. So there's some networking that's going to be happening as I keep meeting all these people. Yango Otieno Wycliffe is over in Kitale, Kenya, running a town center administration center. And he has a lot of big dreams. He's a big permaculture guy, and they're challenged there. But they're creating a town center, administration center that can make the whole community rise up just the same way as Ubuntu, Michael Tellinger, is doing in his town in South Africa. Just the same way as Henry Samaganda in Uganda is creating an orphanage, schools, and land in the center of a town. So it's the same thing everywhere, and Africa is one of the most in need. And I'm just giving these people hope, and I'm working with them on strategy and promoting them and putting a link out there for people to donate. And then the whole community comes together, and we talk to these people, we help them, we believe in them, we put our prayers for them, and then the financial aspect comes in. So those are a couple of African projects along with Ubuntu in South Africa. Then there's Prepare for Change is a huge movement that's going, that's all about this flip, basically, from the old to the new. And it's happening each and every day. There are events that are unfolding. And I took the Prepare for Change group, and I am not the founder of Prepare for Change. That's Rob Potter. But I went ahead and I found two people, Stuart Hardy and Sarah Still, who are just as passionate as I am, and they are just workers, go-getters. And the three of us created about 50 groups, maybe 50, 100 groups within a week to 2 weeks period. We create a master list, and I'm just funneling all the people I meet right into that Prepare for Change movement. And then they get to know who I am, and then they go through all my stuff. There's groups popping up in every locality, every state, every country, every continent on the whole planet, and I could see that being a way to get people, focused on the change, and then they lead right into Ubuntu, New Earth Nation, and all these different groups, communities, political candidacy opportunities, so that's moving forward. And then there's there's just so much more. Like every day somebody contacts me and asks for assistance with a project. People that are all like-minded, that have a passion and a purpose within them, creativity within them, they just haven't been able to really take to the next level. There's a woman that wants to launch a really huge website that is all about positivity, and it's really cool. And I can't say much about that right now. There's people that bring health options to the world, people that bring all sorts of music, instruments, all just healing, people that are healers. Everyone in my whole network has something they're working on building, and I put it out there that I would like to help them get it to the next level. I don't ask for anything from them. I just want to see us all create abundance, and everyone's going to have enough once we get to that point. So pretty much it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's great, Doron. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, and we will, we'll post some of that on our announcements, and then you can just start spreading it all out, and both of you are just, boy, I'm telling you. And thanks for being on my first show. This is so exciting.
Thank you for having us. You're amazing. Thank you, all of you.
We're going to put this on the new website, Cosmic.Community, so we can open up to share a lot of the different videos that way instead of just keeping it to one group or the other. It also go Womansradio.today and all the other places too, but we're trying to create a wider group so people can see and hear. Thank you, everybody. Sheila, the best show ever.
From my heart to yours, namaste. Scotty, beam me aboard. I am so ready.